Hi, sir. So I'm working on my temperature embroidery. I'm still behind. I've only just started on, what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is June. And we're now past the middle of October. I don't know if I will catch up before the end of the year. It's not the highest priority of my project, but it would be nice if I could catch up before the end of the year, or at least early next year, 2024, which is not that far away. I really like this stitch. It's called the Rhodes stitch. I'm not sure why actually. I really like the texture of it as well, and also because it's a sort of a 3D stitch, the light catches the different sides of each shape differently, which I really like. It's almost like a teeny tiny pyramid in thread. So that's my embroidery, my temperature embroidery. I haven't worked as much on my alphabet sampler as I had hoped, but I think I have made a small progress since I last shared it, although I still haven't finished the H. I'm still not sure if I'm going to carry on with the pink or add some more of the sort of yellow color, or whatever I'm going to do. Maybe I'll add a third color just because I can. Who knows? I'm really enjoying working on the woven stitch here. I keep thinking maybe I should get a loom because I like doing the woven stitch so much, but I'm not sure if I actually need another craft. Maybe one day, not right now. So I don't know if you remember that I mentioned this probably a couple of months ago, or maybe more, that I was going to stitch this pattern. And I kind of have, or at least I've started. On a different version, because although I like this vertical pattern a lot, it just feels very awkward to fit it into an embroidery hoop. I'm not even sure it would fit into this one, maybe just. So in the end I decided to make a different version, one that sits in a circle, and it's sort of slightly loosely inspired by the tree in Norse mythology, the Yggdrasil, which has various animals in the tree and running up and down it, like the squirrel. No, 100% sure of its name. I think it's Ratatosk. And I've taken some artistic liberties with it and just adding some cute birds and the dollar horses instead of, I think it's deer in the mythology that lives in the tree. So this is sort of a Scandi Yggdrasil tree of life sort of design. I'm slowly working my way through it. I think I should have, because it has so many sections, maybe I should have sat on the computer and roughly decided on the colors. Now it's taking me a little bit longer. I might still go back on the computer and just, because that will speed it up. It's quicker to change the colors on the computer than it is with embroidery thread. But I'm really enjoying working on it. And I don't know if you can see, but so far it's all, apart from a few details, it's all worked in backstitch. And I don't know if I have mentioned it before, backstitch maybe seems like a very simple or boring stitch maybe, but I really like it. Maybe because it is so simple and you can just pick it up. It doesn't take much to learn, and then you can just stitch anything. It's like drawing with thread, which I really like. So hopefully I will finish this pattern soon and have it available. So those are my current embroidery projects. And then I have started a new quilt project, kind of by accident. I came across a tutorial here on YouTube by a lady, and I'm blanking on her name right now. I'll put it on the screen. Where you use up your scraps and you make these squares within squares, and it's a really quick and nice process of sewing them together that I really like. So now I have started, when I have a little bit of time, going through my scraps, cutting them into strips and squares and piling them up, and then when I have time for it I sew a bunch of them together, and it's very satisfying. And it's very satisfying to use up all of my scraps. Although these two, they are actually new fabrics in my stash, but I wanted to put them in there as well. And also I think if you cut into your newly acquired fabrics straight away, then you don't feel so precious about them. Or maybe that's just me. So I've already made quite a few of these. Around 70 maybe. But there's quite a long way to go if I want to make a, let's say I make a twin size quilt. I think I'll need around 700. So, but this can be sort of a background project that I work on when I have time for it. But now, if you saw my video about my embarrassing hexagon quilt project, I have excellent news. look at this. I have made some more hexagons. There's another one. And even more. I'm not sure how many there are. 50 maybe? So I remembered when I started on this project that I bought this punch that you can use to make hexagons. So you just cut the paper with the punch if you can get it out. It's stuck in there. And then they're ready to go, and then you don't have to draw them or print them and cut them out by hand. Although I suppose this is still by hand, but it's easier than cutting them with this pair of scissors. I'm not sure why that's... Oh, this is all going completely wrong now. I don't know if there's something wrong with the punch. Let's try it again. Ah, there we go. Just needed to press it hard enough. So then I've got the paper squares, hexagons even. Then I just need to cut the fabric. So that helps. It also helps that I've started sewing the hexagons together in a different way. If you compare this one, which is one I made, I don't know, 10 years ago maybe, and this one, here the stitching is on the outside and on the inside as well. And here it's just on the inside. And this method I find takes longer. And if you need to make a lot of hexagons, then that's not the way to go. You want to use a method that's quicker. And I find that this one is. And I saw this by a lady called Kate at the last Homely House. You might know that channel. And I thought I would try her method of doing the hexagons. And it was so much quicker than the method I had been using before. So that definitely helps. So now I just sit in front of the TV and do a bunch of hexagons every night. Or at least I have been doing that. Who knows if I will carry on. But at least now I have made a start. And I sort of bribed myself into getting started by cutting out some fabric in some of my more recent fabric acquisitions from the Denise Smith designs. So that gave me a little boost. So now I am working on my hexagon quilt again. Let's see how long my enthusiasm for it lasts. Maybe I'll keep going for a couple of months and then not work on it again for another couple of years. Who knows? But thank you to all of you who commented on that video saying that you had projects that were decades old. That really made me laugh. And it also made me think, okay, maybe there's hope for my quilt yet. So yeah, this is what I have been working on. Hopefully next time I will have finished my pattern with the dollar horses, and hopefully I've caught up a bit more on my temperature embroidery. I really would like to finish it as close to the new year as possible. but we'll see. I hope you have a great day and happy stitching.